So anyways, welcome to Wednesday Night Recap. And last night we began a series by Max Lucado, How Happiness Happens. And I want to ask the question now. I asked it last night, is, what makes you happy? And Pastor Hans?
Yeah, I think when a friend makes me a dirty turmeric chai latte.
Okay, kind of in that order, but that's good.
That's enough?
You described it all the pieces of it. It's a dirty, hot chai turmeric
latte.
Yeah, you got to get the words in order.
That's what this is.
That's called syntax and grammar.
Wow.
But no, last night you had shared what made you happy.
Yeah, I think last night I shared just something that makes me happy is a crisp fall morning. Makes me happy.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if it's memories or if it's just a familiar feeling, but I mean I really feel happy when it's a crisp fall morning.
And if you remember last night, I asked people, don't respond with philosophical or theological treatises, just that one thing that makes you feel happy. And Pastor Brandon, I don't think you gave us any response.
I didn't, and I feel like I have an advantage having seen the video and our discussion last night.
Well, this is a recap, so we all have the advantage.
But making other people happy.
Okay.
My family, I love to give good gifts. We talked about that. You don't like surprises. Mm-hmm. But I'm the same way. Somebody mentioned it, I hate knowing because I already start to, and it's not a surprise in the end, and I hate that. I wish I could be surprised. My family tries, but it just doesn't always happen because I figure it out ahead of time. But to bring joy to my family or friends.
You're so godly.
I'm telling you.
I'm trying to think, what were some of the other responses about things that made people happy?
Grandkids.
Grandchildren. And truthfully, family. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, the healthier your family connections are, the more likely you are to be content. I think of happy as being just exuberantly, unflappably is the way he put it, happy. Mm-hmm. But, you can just be generally just feel good, because there's no family conflict going on, just the absence of that. That can be really good.
And I'm sure there's plenty of people who wouldn't find happiness in that.
That's true, too. That's true. Yeah.
Well, what were some of the other responses? One was a really, I kind of pointed in that direction, but a really wonderful tropical vacation,
Good music was another one.
Good music.
Just favorite songs, with memories attached to them. Good music.
And music can really set your mood.
Really,
truthfully, if you listen to music that's real melancholy, then you're going to go in that direction. Mm-hmm. It really does affect your. We could have talked about that a lot last night.
Yeah.
And again, there's music that's truly uplifting and makes you feel good.
That's what I do on the way into the office every day.
You have to.
Just to counteract what he's about to jump into.
So Pastor Brandon come dancing into the office that morning.
And then we squash him.
Yeah. Then we snap him right into reality. We're giving you more than you need to know.
Way more.
But anyways, no, the other thing about happiness was I brought up the fact that many times the anticipation of event, there's a lot of happiness in anticipating the event more so than the reality of the event.
That's right.
Because with something that happens in our life, it doesn't always go the way we plan, the way we hope for, and in our minds we build it up. So like planning a vacation can be exciting. For some people, planning retirement or a new phase of life can be exciting. Any kind of planning.
Yeah, I'm planning to go to college. I work with students planning on, this summer for seniors, what am I going to do in the fall? Is fear, but there's excitement about it, going to high school. Brandon's going to Apo,
Right.
Yeah,
one of the things I thought of, because you kind of mentioned it in that, is that sometimes the anticipation is better than the actual thing. Mm-hmm. And, I love to look at guitars, and that's part of the fun of it. Once I buy one, well, what happens to all that fun I was having?
It's over. It ends the minute you complete it.
Exactly.
And it really shouldn't be that way. But the fact is, things cannot bring us satisfaction like that. And that was, we didn't push it too deeply last night, but it's true.
Yeah, no.
And whereas people are always in your life, if you let them be in your life.
That's true.
And they won't always make you happy, but overall, again, if you have, I think a key is if you have good relationships, then you're going to be happier. And next week, not to lead into that just yet, but next week is all about, one of the sources of happiness is looking for the benefit of others, a desire to serve others. and that has to do again with relationships.
Right.
You know, if you're involved in other people's lives, that's going to help set your mood.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that.
So, and one last thing, we did talk about the difference between happiness and joy, and I love the definition that was given by Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, happiness is dependent upon happenings. And so happiness is dependent on circumstance, but joy is the fruit of the Spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
Joy is something God gives us in our heart.
Right.
So, anyways,
Big difference.
We had a good night last night. It was really good, and as I just throw this out as well, anytime the weather is over 90 or above, we generally have ice cream treats. So we've had that 2 Wednesday nights in a row. This week they're forecasting mid to high 80s, so we may not have ice cream. So be prepared, get your dessert at home unless the number goes over 90. And we meet right in the cafe beforehand.
I didn't realize that was a thing. We do that. It has to be 90 or above during the day.
Yeah, we've done it every summer for
That's
several
cool.
summers.
I like that.
Yeah, it's got to be hot enough to warrant special
Warrant
treats.
ice cream.
So, anyways, hope to see you next Wednesday and have a great week. And even before Wednesday, see you Sunday. God bless.